Let's get into this sports talk, man. Who go past Tom Brady when he retire?
There's not much of a debate that Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. I think the only question left is whether he's the greatest player of all time at any position. Jerry Rice has some real competition from Tom Brady. But Chris Sims, the question moving forward for Brady, and more specifically for anyone else who either is in the pipeline now or who will be in the future, what will it take to be better than Tom Brady? Is there any way that someone can actually outdo Tom Brady to become the greatest quarterback of all time, given the standard he set with 6 Super Bowl wins, 4 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 NFL MVPs, comeback player of the year, 2000s All-Decade team. He'll surely be on the 100th anniversary team. But I think those 6 Super Bowl wins, that's what sets him apart from the likes of a Joe Montana, a John Elway. I mean, for a while it was Montana's the best ever. Then once Brady got to number 5, we had to accept the fact that Brady's better. Now with 4 Super Bowls in 5 years they've been to, it's incredible.
Don't be wrong. Tom Brady is one of the best quarterbacks of all time. But people can't forget the Deflategate. So, and all that, the flat footballs and all that. Don't be wrong. I'm not taking it from him. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback when he done. I'm just saying, don't forget about the Deflategate.
They've done at this late stage of his career. I don't think anyone's going to have the time or the opportunity to outdo Tom Brady.
No, it's going to be tough. I mean, it really is. It's going to be a special set of circumstances, just like we see with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. I mean, first thing that is going to happen is they're going to have a special coaching staff and an organization that's going to be able to build a team around a quarterback for that long of a period of time for him to succeed. So I think that's rare. I mean, as rare as Tom Brady's talents are and how awesome he is, it's even more rare to have a coach like Bill Belichick and everything like that. So you got to have that aspect of it. But
the way sports are played, it's more leaning towards. It's just soft towards for real. It's more. It ain't the same for real. It's not that physical. You really can't do too much now. How they got it, so it make it much easier. I'm not taking anything from Tom Brady. But the way this football era is, it's not how it was back then. So it make it more easy for real. Like, so he can stay in the pocket all he want. Don't get wrong, people still be sacking the quarterback, but at the same time, it's not the same.
I know, Mike. Like, what will it take? I mean, I just don't envision anybody anytime soon winning 6 Super Bowls or more than that, okay? And, I don't know, like if Patrick Mahomes, let's just throw somebody out there, right? If he won 2 Super Bowls and won like 5 MVPs or 6 MVPs or something like that, does he get thrown into it? See, that's where I get into the rings discussion, and that bothers me, me, Mike, at times, because, it's a team sport. And, Patrick Mahomes not going to be able to play for Bill Belichick and do that, and other great quarterbacks didn't get to do that. So I don't know if anybody's going to.
But it's got to be wins, right? Because we just talked about Drew Brees, and he's going to retire with the best numbers in all of the major categories in the history of the sport. But that's not good enough to make him even in the top 5. It's the championships that set the guy.
I get it. You got to have championships, but Drew Brees is top 5 quarterback in this league, hands down. Don't take nothing from him. Yeah, he got 1 Super Bowl ring. Don't take nothing from him. He just on the level as Tom Brady. The only thing Tom Brady got over here is 6 rings. That's it. Drew Brees on the same level as Tom Brady.
Apart, sure. And it's got to be at least 6 to get yourself equal to Tom Brady, and it may have to be 7 because they may get number 7 this year.
He's going to be, if we're just going to go on that and that alone, then he's going to be the best quarterback in the history of football for at least the next 100 years. Like, I really feel that confident. Nobody in football ever is going to be able to do what Bill Belichick and Tom Brady have done. He's the king that way. That's why I kind of brought up the Patrick Mahomes, thing, because I just, hey, as awesome as he is, and I love Andy Reid and all of those things, it's great. They're not going to win 6 Super Bowls. I mean, if they do, I don't know what. I'll get down and I'll kiss your feet on a show one time if that happens.
Thank you.
Yeah, no thank you to me either. But I was just trying to throw out examples. If you get close and win more MVPs, if Brady ends up with 6 Super Bowls and he had maybe a quarterback who won 4 Super Bowls and 6 NFL MVP awards, does that make you put him in the class? What does it take? What does it take for you if you don't get the rings to basically say, "Oh, it's really close," right? That to me would be, what will it take to get that conversation started if you don't have the rings?
Well, and here's the other side of it too that gets overlooked. You have to be a great quarterback who lands in the right spot.
Yes.
With a Bill Belichick.
Right.
Right. When will there be another Bill Belichick?
He do have one of the best coaches. Defensive minded and everything. Bill Belichick is a great coach. He's a Hall of Fame coach. He got the team to get the 6 Super Bowl rings. Like, it's just like, hands down, that's just a dime but duel. Quarterback and coach, they're a dime but duel. Can't take nothing from it.
Not just when will there be another Tom Brady. You need another Belichick and another Brady to find each other, whether it's through pick number 199 or pick number 1 or somewhere in between.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Mike,
that's what you're gonna need. And
right.
maybe Steve Belichick, Bill's son, becomes the next Bill Belichick at some point down the road, laying the foundation for a great quarterback to land with Steve Belichick when he's the coach of the Patriots in 15 years or whenever it would be, and off they go in that direction. But it's just not going to be easy. What we're seeing now, especially in an age of salary cap and parity, and everyone should have a chance. In theory, they do every given year. The Patriots have cracked every code possible. They are inside of the safe, and they aren't coming out anytime soon. And I think once they're out of it, it's going to be even harder to get inside of that safe, because it's going to be virtually impossible to match what the Patriots have done. What we've seen, and people get sick of it. It gets old. We see what's happened, like in basketball and in hockey. You have a team that wins it all for the first time ever, and it creates a new sense of excitement. And I think it's good when the NFL can do that. This is a level of greatness that we've never seen before, and I don't think we're ever going to see again. And I think you just kind of sit back, accept it, and
you're not gonna see that again. We can't really say never, but for right now, you're not gonna see that again, man. Like, this is like, it's ridiculous. Like how Tom Brady and Bill Belichick is, man. How they the best organization in the NFL. I'm lost of words right now.
wait for it to end, and who knows when it will.
Yeah, but I'm with you there. That's kind of what I'm at right now. There was like a period there where I was like, oh gosh, I'm sick of the Patriots. But I feel like the last 2 years, I'm almost like, man, this is amazing. I love it. I'm kind of rooting for them. I almost sit here and go, man, 31 teams in the NFL should be embarrassed with how they just let the Patriots dominate them year after year after year.
Yes.
That's where I look at it at some point. I mean, it's absolute demolishing by the coaching staff, by Brady and the offense. The defense that's not great, but yet never lets teams score points and things like that. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this. The only thing in sports in America that I think even compares would be like the Celtics of the 60s, or maybe some of those Yankee runs with Babe Ruth or Joe DiMaggio, but it's that special. He is amazing.
Yeah, and it's going to be a long, long time. I don't think I'm going to be around. Maybe you won't be around either by the time there's somebody better than Tom Brady.
Right.
Royal Ascot next on NBCSN. We continue on radio. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.